Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Broverwatch podcast. My name is Adam Cook, and here alongside me, as always, is Calder Amos Wood. Calder, Calendar, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm okay. Had a long day. I went to orientation for college, and then came home and had a nap, and then I was like, I'm going to play some Overwatch, and you went, hey, we should probably record, and I went, oh. So that's what we're doing right now.
I cut grass tonight.
You cut grass?
Sweaty.
Ooh, yeah. Sweaty
My
boy.
grandpa does.
Nice.
Jesus.
Did you get that cash money, or was it just because you're a nice kid?
He gave me $20.
Oh, wow. 20.
If you need money, if you need money, call me.
I mean, we're in a call right now.
Anyway.
Everybody, for those of you who don't know, the Broverwatch podcast is an Overwatch League podcast aimed for filthy casuals, and it's the #1 Overwatch League podcast for filthy casuals. Nobody who's no one who's good at the game listens to this.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, because then they'll just judge us.
They'll be like, oh wow, idiot.
So we pretty much, every week, we go through the Overwatch League news, and if there's any games, we go through that. If there's not any games, we'll talk about something else. But luckily...
Mooma did like our Instagram picture.
Mooma did like our Instagram picture.
25 mistakes on.
Mooma did like our Instagram picture.
Because my mathematical formula said he was the third best main tank in the game.
Technically second best, because the top two were tied.
No, that's not how that works.
That's what you said, though. Wait, that means you did another mistake on it.
No.
Because you said both Fissure and Jester were #1.
Yeah, but then he's the third. That's not how that works. If someone's tied, then they go to
I know
third.
he's third, but like technically, because they're
No,
tied...
he's not.
Why not?
Because this is not how it works.
Well, that's stupid. Why not give him second?
Because that's not how it works.
Yeah, but they could change how it works, is what I'm saying. The point is, the All-Star Weekend just happened, so we do have games to talk about. But first, we are going to talk about news.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just gave you the profit.
You just did the profit cam. People were talking about how, like, when... We'll talk about this a bit later, but when everyone was giving XQC the shout-outs by doing the Reaper pose, everyone was like, what if they did the Prophet pose instead? And then 6 Overwatch League players got friggin' suspended and fined.
I'm surprised they didn't get fined for the XQC pose.
Yeah, you associate with a racist homophobe?
Anyway.
So, thank you guys for tuning in with us. We appreciate you. We love you. And we're going to get right on into the news. But before we get on into the Overwatch League news, there is something we want to briefly mention. We're not going to get too deep into it because it's not fully Overwatch League related. But on Saturday... Was it Saturday or Sunday? It was Sunday. On Sunday morning, ish. On Sunday, there was a shooting at a Madden tournament in Jacksonville, Florida. A guy brought a gun in his backpack. It was the qualifiers, as far as we know. And he lost his match. He was very upset. So he pulled it out and injured 11, killed 2.
Mm-hmm. And then committed suicide. Now people are saying... I actually haven't seen any people actually say this is proof that video games cause violence, but I've seen a lot of people saying, to those who say the video games cause violence, clearly this is someone with issues. I watched on Philly D's show today because he talked about it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
He said that there were some people that said that, but they were more talking about how video games kind of disenfranchise people from the rest of society. So like cause them to become recluses, which
I also
probably not the cause.
Yeah. I'd also argue that that's not usually the case.
Yeah.
It's not like everyone who plays video games don't leave the house.
And also, like,
you can also just read books alone in your house. It's not specifically video games that do that.
Yeah.
Or you can watch movies alone. Like you can watch 85 Tom Cruise movies alone in your house for 3 years straight. That doesn't really mean much.
Yeah. Yeah. So to like people who are saying that, clearly like no one brings a gun in their backpack to a peaceful event thinking I'm not going to shoot anybody.
Yeah.
He went there knowing that he was probably going to do so. And it sucks. We mention this because it is related to esports, and this is an esports related podcast. And not only is this a big deal and horrible for, you know, everyone and everywhere, but it is especially bad for the esports community, because esports is something that everyone in it kind of like, it brings us together because it's kind of a tight community, and we all appreciate what it provides for us as far as kind of a
entertainment and
a nice release from the outside world.
Yeah.
And bringing the outside world in and having something like this horrible happen really sucks. So
so hopefully the biggest thing that I think will come from this is the call for more security.
Yeah.
Which is something that is very it should seem obvious, but like I guess it's just more needed now.
Yeah. And I saw some people saying Blizzard should up their security, but then a lot of people would respond to that and be like, I went to the Blizzard arena and saw some games and their security is very good. Like they search your bags, they make you go through a metal detector. It's like they're very good with that. So the issue here was there was no security.
Yeah, and it's just a smaller tournament that was literally in a video game restaurant. Yeah. It was in a place called Chicago Pizza.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, our hearts go out to those who, our love and support goes out to those who were affected, both the players and, you know, the coordinators, everybody in the restaurant, the families of those who were injured or even just emotionally affected, because that's crazy. One guy, I forget his name, but he's one of the biggest Madden pros, said pretty much, I'm done with this because I can't come back now.
Yeah.
And he also, I'm pretty sure he said that he was shot in the thumb, like one of the bullets hit his thumb.
Yeah, I saw someone say that.
And it's like,
and it's a sad thing for the Madden League.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they'll be able to bring it back from that. But
it's not really something where you can be like, I know this happened last year, but we're just going to keep going. It's like, it's probably done, which is really unfortunate, because although there's like jokes about it, like, Overwatch is the best esport, no, League of Legends is the best esport. It's like, we all kind of want to support everybody, which is why like you saw the desk analysts at League of Legends and Rocket League and Overwatch League all mentioning it on broadcast, because it's a big deal. So like we said, our love and support goes to those affected, and hopefully nothing like this ever happens again.
Yep. All right.
Now we'll transition into a soft transition into not news, and then we'll transition from that into news. There's I guess it's a Discord organized.
No, I don't.
It's on the website Battlefy. That's the main thing you need to know. Is it's the Overwatch Open Division. It is a free to enter Overwatch mini league, essentially, where you get your team together, you sign up, and they'll pitch you against other teams. You set up a time with those teams, you play it, you report the score, and you climb in the ranks, essentially.
I guess.
So we have a team.
Try to play enough games to get a $10 gift card.
Yeah. Yes, all participants who play 8 out of their 10 games get a $10 gift card.
Yeah.
And then if you actually do a good job, you get more than that.
Yeah.
So we have a team called the Meme Regime.
because that's us. And we entered the Overwatch Open Division, and we've been playing it. We've played 3 games.
4 games. 4.
We were supposed to play 4, but our opponents kind of screwed us and made us forfeit. I don't know. It was a weird situation. I don't know if they made us. It's a kind of a sticky situation, but we've played 3 games, and we almost won the first one, but lost. Then we had to forfeit the second one because we couldn't find a time that worked. Then we got brutally destroyed in the third one. It was us against Grandmaster players and top 500 players.
And I'm 1300, by the way.
Yeah. So we had bronze and silver players, then some golds and plats playing against top 500 players, and we befriended one of the players on the other team because he was like, "Hey, I can help you guys out if you want." So then I added him on Discord. I followed him on Twitch, and then I watched him on Twitch a couple days ago, and he was playing on the same team as Mistakes and Yanis.
Yeah.
So he's good.
A little better than me.
He's a little bit
slightly better than me.
He's a little bit.
Oh,
better.
Make the same joke as me.
He's a little bit better than me.
No, that's disgusting.
But so that was fun to get absolutely obliterated. We had a couple good moments, and by a couple I mean one good moment that I was not a part of because I was dead. But
we almost got first point on Rialto. We didn't even get there, but we got close.
We did get close.
And then I think they completed the match. Oh no. I think we
went first, so they just got it to there. Yeah. And I think we held them all right. I think they only had like a minute and 13 seconds left on the clock when they won. So that's pretty good. And then yesterday we had a game.
Poggers.
Oh my goodness, guys, we won.
Poggers.
Not only did we win, we won 3-1. It was almost a 4-0. Sorry, almost a 3-0, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been
fun.
Rich.
I'm having a lot of fun in this.
It's a ton of fun. Trying is a ton of fun, which is weird because you assume that trying is not fun because they always say, don't try hard, just have fun. It's just a game.
Mm-hmm. But it's fun to like try hard and know that like you can't win.
Well, the thing is, it's not like you can't improve when having fun, but like it's a lot harder to improve when you're just like, I'm gonna fight, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But when you're like legitimately trying, and then you're giving each other criticism, then you're building on that criticism, you're improving yourself, you're doing better, you stop making those mistakes, you see improvement. It's so rewarding, it's so fun. And it's just fun to like have everyone be serious.
Yeah.
And just be like, blah, 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 making shot calls. Focus
our
the
comms
Reinhardt.
In the last game were so good.
I wish I could hear your comms. I wasn't playing. I was casting the match, actually, which we'll get to in a second. But I wish I could hear your comms because you said it was so good.
Yeah. He's proud of us.
Part of me, every time that I'm like making a roster for like one of the days, I'm like, I feel like I should put together the people who have played with each other before. But the tough thing is like we only have 9 people on the team, so it's pretty much going to be that every time.
Yeah.
But it makes me happy because I'm just going to be fully honest with you. Based on the game we played on Saturday, I was like, I don't know if putting Evan and Calder on the same team is going to be a good idea because both of them say a lot of oh, we suck. So I was like, I feel like there's going to be negative energy, but then you guys crushed it.
Yeah.
Because I think you just did that for the first bit because it was like, oh, we're facing top 500 players.
Oh, yeah. Well, we knew in that top 500 game, everyone on the team knew, like, oh, we're not winning this one.
Yeah. It was just that initial, like, oh, let's not even try. And it's like, no, let's try and fail. But it's better
so
than
hopefully
not
we
try.
Get better matchups next week. A better matchup in our one game. Because the second game was a good... Even though we won 3-1, like, it was still competitive. they took first.
The maps we won weren't like blowouts.
Crush.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a couple where we had some good holds, like Rialto. Oh no, not on Rialto actually. Yeah, they were pretty close. So
yeah. So if you're interested, you can't. I don't think you. No, you can't join anymore. I don't think, but
no,
they'll have another season, probably
next
starting
season.
in like January or something.
They do it twice in a year?
I think so. They've had 2 seasons so far,
Hmm.
and I doubt they started as soon as Overwatch came out. But anyway, it'll be open in the future, and there's other like leagues you can join. Like I know there's a Discord league that's gonna start up soon. I was thinking of saying we should join that, but being part of 2 leagues would be such a pain. Like we can barely organize for this one. But yeah, if you want to join this one or find out more about it, go to battlefy.com/ honestly, just Google Overwatch Open Division. You'll find it.
Yeah.
It's a ton of fun.
It's pretty easy to find.
If you don't have friends who play Overwatch, or you don't have 5 other friends who play Overwatch, they can put you on a team, and that's a good way to make friends who play Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's just a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I casted the last match, the one that we won, and the other games I streamed them when I was actually playing. So if you want to actually watch us play, I can't guarantee what times because the times are different all the time. But if you want to be notified when I'm streaming us playing, you can go to twitch.tv/I'mADumbLive. That's IMADUMBLIVE. So if you go there, you can watch me stream our matches. So you can watch the little Broverwatch boys play some Overwatch.
We might like put up a story on Instagram or tweet about it too.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Because, and if you can't catch us live, but you still want to watch, you can still go there and watch the VODs in the videos section. Those do disappear after, I think, 2 weeks or something like that? Or a week? I don't know either. But those do disappear eventually, so another good way to watch them is just to go to the I'm a Dumb Live YouTube channel, which you can also just, I'm sure if you search I'm a Dumb Live on YouTube, you can find it because I upload them there. So go watch some boys. Watch me cast, tear me apart, tell me I say the same phrases too often, because it's true. Although I've gotten a lot of support on that, so that's very good to hear.
Yeah. It is your first time doing it.
It is my first time doing it. One guy was like, just a real quick tip, don't eat.
And even though during the stream you're like, I'm so eating.
Yeah, I was like, I'm so sorry I'm eating right now. And I finished eating before the game started.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he's so upset.
Also, if it sounds like I was watching the stream while I was playing, I watched it after to try and give myself notes. I wasn't cheating, I promise.
Yeah. I was very worried about them thinking I was cheating. Like, there was one point where I was texting the group saying, good job, boys. And I was like, sorry, just texting the team. And I was like, oh, shoot. That might seem like I'm sending them notes on, like, their comp or something. So then I was like, here's my phone.
Yeah.
It's just me saying hi. It's okay. But yeah, anyway. So if you want to watch us, go to those places. Maybe I'll link some of them in the description of the YouTube video. But it should be easy to find. Next story. An actual story.
Real news.
Surprising.
Surprising.
Jake Overwatch
of Houston Outlaws fame.
Jake Overwatch of Houston Outlaws fame, as they say. Tweeted saying, to all players signed to the Overwatch League or Overwatch Contenders teams, I'm getting a Discord server set up in the next couple of days to run pro Pugs. Reply here or DM me for an invite. For those of you who don't know, Pugs, I don't know what it exactly stands for, but Pugs are just... It's pretty much like Overwatch Open Division games, where it's like, it's just competitively set up, real people trying to improve their gameplay kind of games.
And it seems like he's scouting, maybe?
I didn't read that far into it. For me personally, I just saw it as Jake is like
it's the off season. If you want to keep your game up and not just play solo queue, and you want to like play a highly competitive thing, come join this server because it is the off season. So they've got, other than for it's, I think it's mainly for those who aren't in World Cup, because World Cup will be happening, so they'll have that.
But he could just be trying to help a bunch of people. Like, he seems like a nice enough boy.
Yeah, but and like he said to Overwatch League or Overwatch Contenders players, it's not like, hey, if you think you're good, join this.
So there's a lot of Contenders players replying, and they're like, "Invite, please invite me."
Yeah.
So Jake's gonna be busy for a little while replying all these people.
And Jane said, "Let me know if you need any help," because he runs Pro Pugs.
Jane's such a good guy.
I love him.
So happy he's one of ours.
Dude, you know what I hope? You know what I hope?
What?
Toronto team joins the Overwatch League. Jane coaches that team.
Quits Dallas.
I forgot he was on Dallas. Shoot.
Honorable mention reply to this tweet. Mr. X says, "Weird. Neither Bren or I got invites." Did you see the Bren?
It's almost like your performance is bad. Yeah, I honestly, I don't remember Mr. X doing a single thing.
I don't remember that. I remember the Brenji though.
I do remember the Brenji. Everyone said the Brenji didn't show up. It showed up briefly.
Yeah.
And I liked the little card that showed up that was like, even though Bren claims that he is the Brenji god, he's only played 4 minutes of him in season 11 comp. It's like, wow. Anyway, so it's cool of Jake to do this. Cool of Jake to like keep people's stuff up. Keep their skills up.
Keep their stuff up, baby.
If you think about it, he's kind of like making sure that his competition is still warmed up.
I don't think he's thinking about it. I think he's just trying to be nice.
No, I mean, like, I'm not saying he's doing that on purpose. I'm saying that's kind of
British
what's
Columbia.
happening. Oh, shoot, he was in British Columbia. Whoa.
You like how I just yelled that over you?
No, I did. I wouldn't say I liked it.
We should.
I don't mind. We should move on.
No, if anyone listening to this, which is very few, knows a Contenders player that would want to give an interview, we will gladly interview them for no money.
Yeah.
Or anything. We don't expect anything.
Not only would we not expect money, but we're not gonna give out any money either.
No, we're not gonna do either. We don't want
money
it.
exchange will happen, but we would love to interview a player.
Yeah.
Either Overwatch League or Contenders, or a coach, or a caster, or
Just
an analyst.
anything.
Anybody, come on our show, please.
Yeah. So if you know anyone, let us know.
Yeah. If you got connections.
If you're good enough. But yeah, we're gonna be having some different content coming in the future, hopefully.
Dude, absolute dream, number one. Our goal is to get Jake.
Can you put that down, please?
Is to get Jake and Muma on
at the same time,
because those are our. I don't know, because those are our show boys.
Muma liked our Instagram post, so I think he wants.
I think he's just waiting for the invite now.
I'll DM him after this.
I already DM'd him.
I know you did.
Do you like?
Let's not talk about that. Anyway,
do you like how you said, "Should I DM him?" and I said, "Nah," and then immediately DM'd him myself.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, before, not like recently.
No, I mean like a couple days ago.
Oh Jesus!
You texted me and said, "Should I DM him?" and I said, "No," and then exited my text app and went to Instagram and DM'd him.
I hate you.
And I said, "Hey, I know all you did was tap your screen with your finger twice in a short amount of time on our picture, but I just wanted to say thank you very much. We appreciate the support." And I sent that, and then I said, "P.S. You're my favorite player, Adam." And then I was like, wow, that was disgusting, and I felt ashamed. He hasn't even looked at that message. Still love him, though.
Gary V says that you should DM people, try and get connections. I'll follow Gary V. Anyway, XQC made a brief appearance in spirit to the Overwatch League.
I was about to say you were
All-Star
wrong, but then you said it was spirit.
The Pacific team, as I think as the XQC would say, went full poggers forehead.
Full poggers forehead, lol.
And gave a little XQC tribute. Are you playing the clip?
I am going to play the clip right now.
Calipo.
It's a little bit laggy here. Let's hope it doesn't completely lag out. It's going to. I've clicked play.
What? Why is this happening now?
Because I'm
This
streaming.
Never used to happen. But
Or
this
not
never used
streaming,
to
I'm
happen.
recording. No, it happens all the time.
Did it happen at the start?
Does what happen at the start?
Like when we first started recording, did this used to happen?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Here, let me see if I
Yeah.
can change the quality from 1080 to 360. Maybe that'll make a difference.
Well, it's not like we need the clip.
It's barely making a difference.
They do the like XQC gun
They go
thing
like
where
this.
for our audio listeners,
There you go,
Adam's
there's
crossing his
OGE.
arms across his chest, and then he's got
It's
two
the
fingers
Reaper
pointed out
pose.
and
It's
a
the Reaper
thumb.
pose.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, it's the Reaper pose where it's the two guns across the chest in an X.
Yeah.
Also, I felt so bad for Bishu because friggin' on Twitter, XQC was like, thanks to @Surefor, @Bishu, @OGE, @Sleepy, @Mickey, @Big Goose for the support and doing the Reaper pose on stage. It felt like I was part of it, and it was very nice. And then he had a picture of each person doing it except Bishu. Poor guy.
Oh, well.
Anyway, it was
I'm
nice
sure
of them to
he'll
do
be
this.
okay.
I think the like main thing is what XQC was. What is what XQC said, which was, thanks for doing it. It felt like I was at least somewhat included.
Apart. Yeah.
Yeah, which is very nice. Because here's the thing. He got what was he kicked out stage 2? Or no, he started playing again stage 2, and by the time stage 3 rolled around, he was out again.
Yeah. He wasn't kicked out. He just left.
Well, he was released, and then he just never came back.
Yeah.
Now, say what you will about XQC, but he is still very much part of the Overwatch League. And the definitely the Overwatch community, but also the Overwatch League community specifically, because he still talks about it all the time. People still love him. People still support him. So it's good that he was included in some way in the All-Star Weekend. Because if he was in, he would be in the All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
He'd be like the top voted person, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice that he was a part of it. Top comment, here we go again. Go again.
Yeah.
Second top comment, I want to see XQC's reaction. Oh, yeah. He did react to it on stream, but he'd already seen it, so it was just him going, oh, yeah, I saw this. So it was very...
Nice job.
Next story.
Another moment from the Overwatch League All-Star Weekend. A little more, how do you say?
Less goofy.
Yes. The Internet Hulk Award was awarded to Mickey.
I haven't actually watched this clip.
Oh.
I'm not going to watch it now.
Yeah, probably don't watch it now, Adam. But it made me happy because it's sort of like it makes it feel like it's legit, like the league's more legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they have this model figure like most other sports do, like hockey or whatever. They have the Hart Trophy, which is named after I think that's named after.
Okay.
But a lot of the trophies are named after players.
Yeah.
Big model players that played when the league was young or before the league. So just, I don't know, it was nice. It was a heartwarming moment. Everything that I said about Internet Hulk was very nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't Reinforce. It was Uber and
Monty.
Yeah, that presented the award.
It would.
They did a great job.
It's not a surprise that Mickey won at all. It was some people were saying it's going to be Seagull, but
I think, didn't we know it was Mickey like at the grand finale?
no.
Oh.
I don't think they confirmed anything, but it was very obvious it was going to be Mickey. Especially when Seagull retired, because I was like... Actually, when Seagull retired, I was like, oh, maybe it will be Seagull, because it'll be like, bye-bye. But then he said he wouldn't be here for this, so I was like, okay, they'll probably give it to Mickey. Because Mickey was... Okay. Mickey was on one of the worst teams in the whole league all season. But he was always smiling. And people also bashed him online all the time. Because he was not the greatest diva in the world. But he still kept smiling.
He is pretty good, but...
Yeah. Here's the issue. Not good team. People bashing you online. There's always those idiot trolls who are like, fake positivity, paid positivity. Trash. Still smiling all the time. Yeah. The only time I've seen him not smile is when he does his stupid, like, take off the glasses and go thing at the screen. That's the only time I've ever seen him not smile. But then afterwards, he laughs and slaps his knee and is goofing around.
Yeah.
So.
And we should mention that the awards for positive impact in the Overwatch community.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
It makes sense. Although you saying that now makes me realize it would have been hilarious if XQC won that. Positive influence.
All right, we're done.
No, I'm just saying it would be funny.
We're done. You're cut off. Mute your mic.
I am realizing that's completely unrelated, but we just talked about XQC. So it was in my mind, and I was like, he punches his keyboard every day. Actually, every match. And then when he screws something up, he goes, look at this keyboard. It's not my fault. It's my keyboard's fault. It's like, you punch it every day, idiot. Anyway,
stop punching it.
That's unrelated.
Anyway.
I apologize.
Now we're going to get more in depth into the All-Star Weekend talk, like about the talent takedown, Widow versus Widow, which my favorite part of the weekend. I know a lot of people are saying that talent takedown was very good. They enjoyed talent takedown. Mine was the Widow versus Widow.
Honestly, the Widow versus Widow surprised me.
With how good it was?
With how enjoyable it was, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was amazing. I started rooting for players too. I was like, oh, this guy needs to win. And I'd get excited. I was getting hyped.
Yeah, I was. Who were you cheering for the whole time?
I felt like Carpe was going to win.
Did you want Carpe to win?
Not specific. I kind of wanted say a player to win.
Part of me also wanted him to win as well.
Because he was so good during the season.
He was also good here.
He was.
Here's the thing. I love Carpe. I love say a player. Mm-hmm. But if I'm being fully 100% honest, I didn't want either of them to win. I also didn't want Fleta to win.
Who'd you want to win then?
I wanted Surefour to win. But I would have also been...
You're a bandwagon.
No, I love Surefour. But I also would have been fine if Soon... Actually, you know what? I didn't really want Soon to win. But, like, I was glad he was enjoying himself the whole time. He was having a good time. Part of me wanted Architect to win.
The massive underdog.
The massive underdog held his own, was so nervous. He looked so nervous, and I felt so bad for him. Every single round, he was, like, twitching so much and, like, blinking a lot, and I was like, this poor guy's nervous, and he was always wiping his hands on his pants, and I was like, this guy's so nervous. And then, like, for the Zoe interview, and it's like, it looked like you were coming back there. What do you think happened? And pretty much, like, he talked for a bit, and then Danny translated pretty much saying, so nervous, very, very nervous. And I'm like, oh, poor guy. He did really well, though. Yeah,
he did do well. Who did he play?
He
played Fleta?
No. He faced Soon.
Oh, yeah, he faced Soon.
Because Surefour faced Fleta.
Yeah, yeah. It was surprising that Pine was out so early. His
Yeah,
match with
I was
Stryker
surprised by
was
Stryker.
very good. Yeah.
I'm still bummed. Here's the thing. I was like, why the heck isn't Linkser in the Widow v Widow thing? And I was like, oh, it's because he's not even in the All-Stars. And then I was like, why isn't he in the All-Stars? I guess he's...
There's a lot of... I mean, there's a lot of more prestigious players, too. Like, his team didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess so. I was just a bit bummed.
It's sad, but you also had 2 other All-Stars, so...
What do you mean I had 2 other All-Stars?
Muma and Raucus.
Raucus wasn't there. It was just Muma.
You sure?
Just Muma.
Oh, I guess Jake wasn't there either.
Yeah, it was just Muma.
Well, Muma represented you guys well.
Yeah.
He played Junkrat for a little bit in Mystery.
He also got
got
a big applause when Zoe was talking to Gesture and Fury and was like, Muma, only non-Korean. How'd you deal with that? And Gesture was like, we spoke a little bit of English. And then Zoe's just like, let's give it up for Muma for sticking it through. That happened a lot. It happened to Custa a lot.
Yeah.
Where like they were like, we need a healer.
And they're like, Custa, come here.
And Custa, it's funny. I saw it was all Koreans and then Custa. And if you look at the cams, Custa's giving so many call outs and they all just are like, no idea.
He also said in an interview before, he was like, I know one bit of Korean and it's a NATO boost me. And he plays Mercy, so.
Nice.
There you go. Anything else about this Widow v Widow?
Happy Surefour won. Surefour gave a great speech, and then I clipped it and put it on Reddit, and it became a trending clip. Last time I checked, it had around 8,000 views.
Wow.
But pretty much it was when he won against Fleta. And he was pretty much like, I'm glad I won because I just wanted the chance to say, like, I think any one of us could beat all of us on any day. It's just, it depends on the circumstances, depends on the day. I think we're all so good, and this just proves how much playing Widow is team-based, and you need your team to be good. And he was just very wholesome. And then when he won against Soon, he said pretty much the same thing, where he was like, I love Soon, I'm so happy I made it, but like, he could beat me easy. I love Soon. And then when he beat Carpe in the finals, he was like, Carpe's the best hit scan DPS of all time. He could beat me anytime. I'm just happy to be here. And everyone's like, just say something mean. But yeah. So I was very happy Surefour won. It was like almost 1 o'clock when those finals aired. And I was just in my bed, totally. My eyes drooping, and I was like, I gotta watch this. And I was watching on my phone, and then Surefour won, and I was like, yes. And then I
was too tired to be excited.
Yeah, I wasn't like, yeah. I was like, finally, I can go to bed.
Did you watch Lucio Ball?
Oh, I watched the whole thing.
Okay, I tuned in right as the last interview for Lucio Ball started. So how was that?
Lucio Ball, none of them. The closest thing to a Lucio player was Arc. The rest were pretty much all tank players, honestly.
That's strange.
It was strange, but honestly, a lot of people were saying they wished there was a bunch of Lucio mains playing.
That'd be a little more fun.
I disagree.
Really? I guess a healthy mix would be nice.
No, because then it would just be the 2 Lucio mains playing against each other the whole time.
No, because they'd still try to make it fun, though.
Here's the thing. It either has to be all Lucio mains or no Lucio mains. And they did no Lucio mains, and I thought it was a blast. Because it was like, you saw everyone not know what to do at all. Because pretty much every single one of them was like, never played Lucio Ball before. Like, Poco was like, this will be my first time playing Lucio Ball. And Fissure said that as well. And then they went on. Poco and Fissure were the best players in the game. Like, they started off trash, and then by the end it was like, they're playing better than I've ever played, and I play Lucio Ball.
I mean, they are way better at mechanics than you. Loser. Mystery Heroes was fun. I enjoyed that. It was fun seeing a bunch of. Can you stop me? 1 second. It was fun to see a bunch of players play heroes that they don't usually play, and also, so suck it, Pacific.
Here, we should clarify. I said I was cheering for Pacific, but I was mainly just cheering for Pacific and the talent takedown.
Yeah, I didn't really care about either team. I guess I cared a little more about Pacific because they had Sleepy. But
I cared a little bit more about Atlantic because they had Muma.
Mm-hmm. But I wasn't like Atlantic has to lose.
Yeah, the only like game that I actually invested in one of the teams and wasn't just watching for fun was the talent takedown, which also I was just watching for fun because like it was just fun. That was hands down the highlight, which we'll get into. But yeah, Mystery Heroes was fun, just because I don't know. I've always wanted to watch a Mystery Heroes competitive match, just because it's like, there was one point where one of the teams got like 2 Brigida, 2 Rhines, and like 2 Bastions or something. I forget what the exact comp was, but it was pretty much something where it's like, how they're not going to lose this point.
Yeah.
And then somehow with some mishmash garbage comp, the other team actually took the point. It was fun.
Yeah.
That was very fun.
Yeah. Talent takedown. Everyone was looking forward to this. So much trash talk.
So much trash talk.
Malik played with a controller.
Didn't do bad. He got a couple grabs, got a couple goodies. Yeah. Actually, they made Custa made a big point about Malik holding on to his grab the whole game. Cause he did. And then luckily when he used it, he got like 2 kills, but it's like you could have gotten 2 double kills if you just used it, you know.
Those console players, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Although apparently Malik was almost top 500 on console at one point.
Ooh, wow. Playing against a bunch of 13-year-olds.
Also, I don't know if you saw it, but during like the post-game interview, like where it's like the friggin' press conference afterwards, they did it with the Pacific team since they won. The Pacific team won, the one that I was cheering for won. But they were talking to them, and Sideshow showed up. Sideshow showed up and was like, so just wanted to know why you guys cheated, you know, having an ex-pro on your team and all. Like, he's on Team Sweden, and he's clearly cheating. And then it's like, I want a rematch with more fair teams. I want Reinforced not on your team, and I want a rematch. And then Puckett was pretty much like, you'll have to go to Zoe for that. She is our MVP. And then Zoe was like, I am the MVP. I don't know if you realize that I am the most valuable player. And then Sideshow was like, why are you the MVP? I didn't see you all match. And then Puckett was like, that's because you were in Spawn. And then everyone's like, oh, snap. And even Sideshow started laughing because he died, I think, 9 times in that last match.
Feed show.
No, side throw.
I don't think he was throwing.
No, but it's a joke.
But I hate it. Here's the thing.
Are you about to defend Atlantic right
now?
They
should have had only Custa and Bishu in the casting booth.
You don't think Semler should have, or sorry, you don't think Golden Boy or Semler should have been there?
Because Bishu didn't talk.
That's true. I was a bit bummed by that. Custa did a pretty good job, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bishu would come in once in a while at the end of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But 3 is just too many to have in the booth.
Yeah. I do think it should have just been those 2.
Mm-hmm. Or, yeah, it should have just been those 2. Like, there's no need.
I will say this. I hope, and it seems like this is what's happening, but I hope that the All-Star Weekend kind of like gets it into people's minds that Semler isn't bad.
No, he's not. They actually did a great job because they were casting the what are they called? I don't know. The first matches of the Widow versus
The
Widow.
Widow versus Widow.
Yeah, and
There's
like
a
that
lot of
can
pauses.
be one of the more things.
Yeah.
And they did a great.
Yeah, I think Semler and Hex, I've talked about this a ton before, but Semler and Hex are very underrated, and they get bashed a lot. But, like, I think the talent takedown thing, and then, the talent takedown thing, I think that, like, it helped everybody be more liked. Like, even Monty, like, people were, like, cheering for Monty to lose. And then at the end, it's like, I kind of like hating Monty. Right? So it kind of helped everybody to get liked more, but like Semler and Hex, I think it really showed that they have personality. And it also showed that they're good at the game. Like Semler and Hex were two of the more consistently good players on their team.
Yeah. So it was fun. I enjoyed the talent takedown.
Yeah. I am like I'm a Semler fan.
Oh my god.
Also,
is it because he replied to the tweet the one time?
No, but I honestly forgot about that. But like I like Semler a lot. Like obviously he has some cringy moments where he's like, "That's what we gotta do," or something like that, and like just say something that's dumb and doesn't matter. But like I like him a lot, and I noticed because I think they had the crowd audio cranked up a little more than they usually do, because I heard a lot more crowd reactions than usual. But, like, I noticed, hands down, Semler and Hex got the most laughs out of any of the casters. They were also cracking the most jokes. But, like, I'm like, finally, people like Semler and Hex. So.
Anyway. The lockout elimination, it was kind of the part where I started to tune out a little.
Same.
Because it's not very fun.
It was a lot. It did seem like it was a lot more like seriously taken than I thought it would be.
Like there were some Torb plays, like Shaz played Torb, but
they kind of have to play it. Like it's 6v6 lockouts.
I think 3v3 lockout would have been fun and quick.
That would have been more fun to watch. Yeah,
it needs to be quick.
Although Monty was talking. 6v6 was a little long. I think 3v3 would have been more fun. Even if they did like a 3v3 bracket like they did with the Widow things, except it was like teams of 3, because then you could be like rooting for this team of 3. That would have been fun. Like imagine being like, I'm cheering for Giguri, Custa, and Sleepy. That's my team. It's like, what a weird team.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. But Monty was talking afterwards in like the press conference thing. Someone asked about 6v6 lockout elimination, and he's like, I've been hoping for a 6v6, or not even a 6v6, but like a lockout elimination of some sort to be played at a competitive level, because I think that's just so interesting. And he's like, I hope that we see more of that in the future as like not just an all-star thing. Like I hope there's some sort of a competitive lockout, because it just adds a whole nother like dynamic to it where you really have to think about your picks.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting. Didn't even
I think it needs a little tweaking, but they can. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah. But that was also where I started to tune out. But that was also when I was like, holy crap, I've been doing nothing but watching Overwatch all day.
It also did start at 11:50 for us.
Yeah, so it was like, it's my bedtime.
Yeah. And then the Widow versus Widow started at 12.
Which
finals.
I think Mickey said it best. He actually said it on the desk. He was like, too long. The Widow v. Widow's too long.
Yeah. It should have been, what did they go to for the quarters? Like 7 kills?
Yeah, it was 7 for the quarters.
Maybe bump that down to 5 and then make.
Honestly, I'm fine with just bumping that to 5, keeping the finals 9.
I'd make the finals
7.
Yeah.
But then it's not a much. If they're gonna do that, then they should do it right after. Because I feel like if they're gonna have the finals separate, it should be 9 to make it an actual like event. I'm fine with. Yeah. I'm personally fine with 9 for the finals, but they should bump the like quarters and semis down to 5.
Yeah. Because 7. 7's just too many kills to like keep it entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. And it did take 2 hours, as the schedule says. So
yeah,
losing quarters.
Yeah.
Anyway, now to the real game, the one that everyone wasn't waiting for.
Yeah, it was
Is that
kind
a
of
little
weird.
harsh?
It is kind of weird. It's like All-Star Weekend, vote for who you want to see play against each other, and it's like, but then we're gonna advertise all these fun game modes that are way more fun than what you voted for.
And they do like this. This is a normal All-Star thing where they have the skills before the game. But the game was just kind of. I watched most of it.
I didn't watch it. I was not able to.
It just felt kind of like a quick play comp game, which is fun for a little bit, but it was best of 5. So I lost a little bit of interest in it.
It was just kind of. Here's the thing. All the other ones were very like specialized game modes where it was like, oh, this is weird. We've never seen these people play this. This was just like watching a bunch of pros meme around with each other.
Yeah.
I did see a clip of Sabiel B on McCree rolling into a pit and killing himself, and then immediately he turns around to the camera behind
and he gives him a little peace sign. He was also playing with his keyboard on his
lap
leg, and then his mouse on his other leg.
And then after, when he was asked about killing himself, he was like, "It was the plan. It was fan service." I love Sabiel B, and his hair looks really good. I like it dyed.
I mean, do you like Ryuji Hong's?
Dude, he looks like a friggin' teddy bear. I love Ryuji Hong. He went nutso on the Tracer in Mystery Heroes. He's like crazy good. I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. We've only been following professional Overwatch for a little bit. I'm pretty sure he used to be a DPS player before he switched to healer.
I'm like 90% sure that he did.
Because he's really good.
Well, he's a flex. Like, he's classified as a flex.
Yeah.
So. And he did play tank this season too. Yeah.
Everyone's like, Fissure is not going to get along with Ryuji Hong.
It's like,
because he's no longer the best tank on the team. All right. I believe that's all we have to talk about.
That's all I can think of.
Some people were saying that they should make All-Star Weekend into they should extend the breaks between stages and have something like this for like a day between each stage. And I was like, interesting idea, but no. Because I feel like that would lose what's special about it, which is like an annual thing.
I'd like it if it was between stage 2 and stage 3. And then they kind of integrate it into the season. Because honestly, like, I don't see how someone who doesn't follow it like us would really care about.
I mean, there were like 100,000 people watching consistently.
Yeah, but
and they actually advertised this in the game, so people actually knew about this.
But I'm not sure.
The reason I don't, and obviously I'm not saying you're not allowed to think your opinion. I'm just saying mine. But the reason I don't think it should be within the season is just because then all the focus is going to be taken off the season. Everyone's going to be like, All-Star Weekend, and then it'll be back and it'll be like, oh, I kind of miss All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
But also it'll take the players' minds off of it, which I know that's kind of the point, but you don't want them to be like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like that. Some players were like, sorry guys, not going to go to All-Star Weekend. I want to keep my mind on the season and make sure we win.
The thing is, every other sport does that, though.
What, All-Star Weekend, within?
I think the Pro Bowl is the week before the Super Bowl. So, I mean...
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a problem that the Overwatch League has with keeping momentum.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they're going to fix that. I have some suggestions in our advertising video. Get around making that, or I do, because I need to record that eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here's the thing. I think they should just keep the All-Star Weekend the way it is. Just advertise it a little bit better. Because I think having an annual thing where it's like, oh, I'm looking... Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Where it's like, oh, I'm looking forward to the All-Star Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't have a problem with it. It's just...
it would be nice to have something fun more often.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the Broverwatch podcast. We appreciate you. We love you. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. You can find all of those.
Instagram's at Broverwatch podcast.
And then Twitter is Broverwatch_BAL.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be tweeting and posting about our next Open Division game if you're interested. I'm also working on ranking players. Don't look at the one I put up because it makes me look like I have the worst case of dyslexia in the entire world.
Yeah.
But I'm working on ranking players mathematically to try and take out the human aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because Adam will sit here all day and be like, "Moon's the best main thing in the game."
I won't say that.
But I feel like you would.
Favorite main tank in the game.
So the players are ranked out of 75. Highest possible score is 75. So, yeah.
So thank you everybody for watching. If you listen on audio, we appreciate you. We should probably check those numbers. Make sure there's actually people.
I've been checking them.
How many people listen?
Average is like 13.
Oh, wow.
14.
Is that on Anchor or just on all of them?
All over.
Ooh, cool.
All over, baby.
Cool. Well, thank you to our audio listeners. Thank you to our YouTube watchers. And we love all of you. Each and every single one of you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Share this with your friends. Bye.
Share this with your friends. Follow me on Twitch at I'm a Dumb Alive. Bye. Love you.